Listen to me. What's the loudest sound in the world? People think it's explosions, sirens, chaos. No, the loudest sound in the world is silence. It's the sound of your phone when it hasn't rung in weeks. It's the sound of sitting in a house that used to be full and now feels like a museum. I'm 85 years old, and I know that sound better than I ever wanted to. I got two sons, raised them with my own hands. I worked double shifts, missed sleep, missed meals. I remember standing in the cold, watching their games, clapping like a damn fool, because I was proud. I gave them everything I had, everything, and now I sit in a chair and I'm lucky if I get a message that says, "Hey Dad, that's it, 2 words." And you sit there reading it over and over again, like maybe there's more hidden between the lines. There isn't. Now you watching this, don't lie to yourself. You know that feeling, that quiet question that creeps into your head at night. What did I do wrong? You replay everything, every decision, every argument, every moment you lost your temper or stayed silent when you should have spoken. And you start thinking, maybe it's your fault. Maybe you broke something you can't fix. So what do? You reach for the phone, you call, you text, "Hey son, just checking in. Hey, haven't heard from you. I miss you." And then you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and nothing comes back. Let me tell you something that's going to hurt, but you need to hear it. Stop calling them. Yeah, I said it. Stop. Put the phone down. Don't send another message. Don't leave another voicemail, because every time you do that, you're not fixing the relationship. You're destroying yourself. You're teaching them that your life revolves around them, that you're waiting, that you're available, that you have nothing else. And people, even your own blood, they feel that, and it pushes them away. Pressure does that. You squeeze something too tight, it slips right out of your hands. Now listen, this ain't about blaming them, and it ain't about blaming you. This is about reality. They have their own lives now, their own problems, their own priorities, and as hard as it is to accept, you are not the center of that world anymore. That role is gone, and the sooner you accept that, the sooner you stop bleeding. Now we got to talk about something most people avoid: guilt. Because that's what's really eating you alive, not your children, not the silence, the guilt. I know how it works. You lay there at night staring at the ceiling, running the same film over and over again. Maybe I worked too much. Maybe I wasn't there enough. Maybe I was too hard on them. Maybe I didn't say "I love you" enough. And you sit there judging a younger version of yourself with the wisdom you only have now. That ain't fair. You didn't know then what you know now. You were doing the best you could with what you had. And yeah, you made mistakes. So did your parents. So will your kids. That's life. But here's the part nobody wants to admit. If your children are still punishing you for something that happened 20, 30 years ago, that's not parenting anymore. That's a choice, their choice. And you keep paying for it with your dignity, with your peace, with your time. Let me tell you something straight. You don't owe anyone your suffering, not even your own children. You apologized. Good. You tried. Good. You showed up the best way you knew how. Then that's it. The contract is finished. You don't spend the rest of your life begging for forgiveness. That's not love. That's a prison. And you built it yourself, brick by brick. Every time you call again, every time you chase, every time you say, maybe if I just try harder. No, stop. Because the harder you chase, the further they go. I learned that the hard way. For years, I was that man. Phone in my hand, heart in my throat, waiting, hoping, needing. And one day, I looked at myself in the mirror and I didn't recognize the man staring back at me. He looked small, not in size, but in spirit, like everything about him depended on someone else. And that scared me more than the silence ever did, so I made a decision, a hard one. The kind of decision that feels wrong at first. I stopped. No more calls, no more messages, no more waiting by the phone. And I'm not going to lie to you, the first few weeks, hell, pure hell. You sit there fighting the urge to reach out. Your mind plays tricks on you. What if they forget about you? What if they never call again? What if this is the end? And the truth? Yeah, it might be. You have to be willing to accept that, because until you accept that possibility, you will stay stuck chasing something that's already gone. Now, here's where everything changed for me, and you better listen close, because this is what saved me. I stopped chasing and I started building. Yeah, building, because if you don't have something to live for, you will always look for someone to fill that space. And that's where most people go wrong. They don't have a life. They have dependencies. They need their children to call to feel important. They need attention to feel alive. And when that attention disappears, so do they. That ain't living, that's surviving on crumbs. So I asked myself one simple question. If nobody ever calls me again, what kind of life would still be worth living? That question changes everything, because now it's not about them anymore, it's about you. So I started small, real small. I got out of that chair, went outside, didn't feel like it, did it anyway. I signed up for a woodworking class, hadn't touched tools in 30 years. My hands were stiff, my cuts were crooked. I looked like a damn beginner. And you know what? Good. Because for the first time in a long time, I felt something, not loneliness, not regret, but movement, progress, life. Then I started going to the park, playing chess with a bunch of old men who argue like children. We laugh, we talk nonsense, we forget the past for a couple of hours, and slowly, without even noticing, something inside me started to come back. I wasn't waiting anymore. I wasn't checking my phone every 5 minutes. I wasn't sitting in silence hoping someone would save me. I was living. And here's the funny thing. The moment you stop needing people, you become interesting again. You become lighter, easier to be around, because there's no pressure, no guilt, no desperation in people. They feel that. Now listen, this ain't some fairy tale. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that once you fix your life, your children are going to come running back. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Some do, some don't. That's reality. But that's not the point. The point is this. You don't build your life To attract people, you build your life so you don't need them to complete it. That's the difference. That's freedom. Because now, if they call, good. If they visit, even better. The door is open always, but you're not standing in that doorway anymore, waiting. You moved on, not with anger, not with bitterness, but with peace. And if they never come, you're still okay, because your life didn't stop, you didn't shrink, you didn't disappear, you kept going. Now let me leave you with something, and I want you to really think about this. You are not abandoned, you are unbuilt. Your life is empty because you stopped filling it, not because someone left. And the moment you take responsibility for that, everything changes. So get up. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Get up. Put the phone down. Stop waiting. Stop chasing. Stop begging for moments that already passed, and go build something, a life, a routine, a purpose, a reason to wake up that has nothing to do with who calls you. Because at the end of the day, this is your life, not theirs. And whether it feels full or empty is your responsibility. My phone hasn't rung in weeks. And you know what? I'm all right. I got a table I'm building tomorrow. I got a game of chess waiting for me. I got a meal I'm going to enjoy. I got a life. And if they want to be part of it, they know where to find me. But I ain't waiting anymore, and you shouldn't either. Go live.